Hello, this is Mark Van Gelder of SubvertGov. I wanted to talk today about news from Anonymous because, you know, what else is there really to talk about? I'm going to be doing two videos tonight. This is the first one, talking about the ABC News story about Anonymous hacking into the Federal Reserve. Second video is going to talk about, oh man, I am tired today. Second video is going to talk about what happened to me today and my little social experiment that I had performed. So this is the first video, which is Hacker Group Anonymous hits Federal Reserve. This is from ABC News.
Someone has broken into the National Bank, the Federal Reserve, a 21st century thief breaking into files, not into metal safes. The mysterious group Anonymous has struck again with a warning. This is just the beginning. ABC's senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas tells us who these people are.
This is the public face of Anonymous, the shadowy group behind the hacking attack on the Federal Reserve, which sets monetary policy for the U.S. economy.
This time there will be change, or there will be chaos.
Anonymous is a loosely affiliated network of hackers spread across the globe. During the hack of the Fed, Anonymous stole the login credentials of some 4,000 bankers from across the country, allowing the group to potentially disrupt a key emergency communication system.
Citizens of the world, we have seen the erosion of due process, the dilution of constitutional rights.
Gregg Housh, a former member...
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. I am surprised that ABC News put that section of the Operation Last Resort press release into their video because that cannot help their position or the position of the state. So, okay, they're going to now interview Gregg Housh. I'm going to talk about Gregg Housh after the video.
Of Anonymous says, expect more attacks on the government.
All these big bankers and all these big rich people who have caused a lot of the problems we've had for the last few years are not getting prosecuted.
The FBI has had some success against suspected Anonymous associates, arresting at least 20, including one man during this bust caught on a webcam. But finding and arresting members of Anonymous...
That was a video that was shown of the arrest of Barrett Brown by the FBI. Barrett Brown was arrested a couple months ago. Apparently, he's been harassed by an FBI agent, and he basically said that he would punish the FBI agent and tell people like where his kids are and stuff like that. So Barrett Brown was arrested by the FBI for making a threat against a federal agent. And it was captured on videotape because he happened to be in a little chat room or something like that while this was happening.
It's challenging. For the FBI, each targeted computer network is a crime scene.
Well, in any computer crime, you want to look for the digital footprints. So you look to trace the incoming traffic that's attacking the computer, and you look to see where the file was exported to.
And a big investigative tool, FBI agents posing as hackers and trying to infiltrate Anonymous itself. In addition, the Anonymous...
Okay, first of all, if FBI agents are trying to infiltrate Anonymous, like, go ahead. Go ahead and give it a try. Good luck, because you guys are going to lose in the long run. But
videos are also clues. The video may contain embedded location information if the hackers do not scrub it out. And
that's something for anonymous users to use, or anonymous users to know, is that this agency just told you that there could be that information in your files. So to scrub those files, and also any photos, there was a member of the cabin crew back in, I think it was last year or maybe 2011. A member of the cabin crew posted a picture and it happened to contain metadata, which is funny because they're a really experienced hacker group, or they were before he left his metadata in, and it turns out the metadata included GPS coordinates of his house. So, message to Anonymous: if you're going to post pictures or if you're going to release a video, make sure that all of that metadata is scrubbed out.
And the pictures may tell investigators something about the hackers too. An online game of cat and mouse is underway right now with an invisible enemy.
And we're the fucking cat.
Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
Okay, so we'll close that now so it doesn't go on to the fucking Boy Scout gay issue. All right, so there was another issue that popped up. You know how Barrett Brown did that, or not Barrett Brown, but Gregg Housh did that interview for ABC News, and they used like 5 seconds of his, five, not four, 5 seconds of his testimony or his statement, and apparently Gregg Housh got back on Voxanon, and he said, "Oh, it's like it said." So there was a member of Antisec, who I guess the operator of Antisec, who was in contact with Gregg Housh, and this operator said, "I'm going to blot out my nickname though, but I may use this conversation to post on Twitter and everywhere. If you do not agree, I will not use it." And Gregg Housh, whose username was COS, or C0S, said, "Yeah, that's cool." I said, "All right, so you agree, thanks. Mind indulging my curiosity for a second?" And Gregg Housh said, "Sure." He said, did they show the segment everything you said?" And Gregg Housh said, "No. Was shit missing?" Uh, and Gregg Housh said, "ABC are bad like that. They film 15, 20 minutes of footage, tons of questions, then they use like 10 seconds. And then the operator of Antisec said, "All right, was there anything really important they cut out or censored?" And Gregg Housh said, "I answered with some stuff about free anons, some cases that have pissed people off like Weave, Barrett, and others. Anything that I did that mentioned a name of an op, or anything else like a website or Twitter handle, they cut me off. They cut me off and asked me not to do that." And then the operator says, "All right, and personally, from your point of view, what's the most important thing that they left out that it shouldn't have been?" And Gregg Housh responded, "The most important thing I think they left out was the actual reasons why this was happening, about Aaron and about the prosecutorial overreach that is a huge problem in our country right now." And that is exactly it. That's why Operation Last Resort is happening. It's not about Anonymous just wants to fuck with the government. Anonymous is making a statement saying that if you fuck with us, we're going to fuck with you right back. Now, I'm not a hacker. I'm sure I've done videos in the past saying that I'm not a hacker, and I have not participated in any anonymous activities when it comes to hacking or denial of service attacks. And I specifically refuse to do so because I know that I'm sort of public. Like, I don't hide who I am. I don't hide my affiliation with Anonymous. And so by me, I don't have the skills to hide myself in a way that would that I could be assured that I wouldn't be found by the government. So in that case, I don't even desire those skills. I know that there are plenty of people who do have them, and I support them doing that. And that I support I would say, I venture to say, about 95% of the operations of Anonymous. Because, and even then, it's like you can't really say whether you support it or not, because Anonymous isn't really like an ideology. You can't say I support Anonymous, because Anonymous has done all kinds of weird things, under the name of Anonymous, and it doesn't have anything really to do with myself or the group. It's basically just that each person in Anonymous is an individual, and they support or don't support certain things. They liken it to a flock of birds, where some birds join, some birds leave, depending on the situation. But as far as like the major things that Anonymous has done, I can't think of a single one that I don't support. So, good on you, Anonymous. I'm really glad that Gregg Housh did this Voxanon chat, because he was able to say what he said, and remove, and like, even though ABC censored out all the shit that really should have been out there, even though they censored it out, he was still able to get out there and say, "Hey, this is what happened." So Anyway, this is the end of my first video. I really appreciate Gregg Housh for going out there and being sort of a public face of Anonymous, and yeah. So I've got one more video I'm doing here in a couple of minutes. My contacts are really fucking with me today, so I'm so tired. I was out downtown all day today, and I had a really good time. But we'll talk about that in my second video. All right, thanks. Talk to you guys later. Bye.